Greetings and welcome to this, your midweek recharge. Of course, Pastor Jay here with you once again. And what I want to say before we even get started here is if you would, please, if you enjoy these videos, please give us a thumbs up, like this video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell. That will get you updated every time a new one of these videos come up, and you won't have to go search for it. It's really, really easy, and it's free, so just do that if you would. All right. Today, though, we're talking about kind of an interesting topic. It is Satan alive and well. There was an interesting preacher and evangelist in history. His name was Billy Sunday. Well, Billy Sunday was asked one time. He said he was asked, "Do you believe in the devil?" And Billy Sunday responded with yes, for two reasons. Number one, the Bible says so. And number two, I've had dealings with him. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool when you think about that. Because we do. We have done business with Satan. Every single one of us. I don't think any one of us would sit there and say, "Oh, I've never done." We've all done things that Satan has went, "Yeah," and God had went, "I wish they wouldn't have done that." Right? We've all done that, I think. And every time he turns around, he's trying to attempt us to do something that we shouldn't do. And, and it becomes easy to just follow with what Satan wants us to do. Something gets frustrating and we just get mad. Somebody says something against us and we get, I'll show them, there's just so many things that Satan does that just takes us away from God. And if we're not careful, we can fall very, very easily. Go through the Bible and look. When you look at Adam and Eve, they were in the garden and Satan came and tempted them. And what did they do? They fell, Go through and look. Look at the Joseph's brothers. Satan put a seed of hatred in their hearts to where they would eventually want to kill Joseph, but because of one of his brothers, they ended up selling him into slavery, and he became a slave in Egypt. That was all Satan's plan. You can go through and you can see Satan put the desire to run from God in Jonah's life. God said, "I want you to go to Nineveh and I want you to preach to the people." And he said, "No, I don't feel like doing that." That was Satan. These things happen, and Satan still works in this generation. He works continuously. He's always after us. He's the one that makes us feel like, "Oh, we're inadequate," or "Somebody's mad at me and I'm going to get even," or this or that or whatever. He's always planting those seeds in our life. And what does the Bible say? Well, it says what we need to do, okay? In James chapter 4 and verse 7, it says, "Resist the devil and he will flee from you." And so often what we do is we don't resist the devil. We decide, it's just easy to follow suit. But when we follow what Satan wants, there's no blessing there. There's only cursing, and there's only being cast down. David knew what it was to be cast down in all the things that had happened in his life, because he continuously, Satan would come in and he would falter and he would fail and he would do all that. But what David would do? He would always go back to God and say, "God, forgive me. I messed up. I messed up yet again." And what does it say about David? That David was a man after his own heart. After God's own heart. Why? Because he had a heart of compassion with God, saying, "You know what? I did mess up, God, and forgive me, and don't let me do this again." But Satan is always going to be around. What does it say? It says that he walks around as a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour. And that's his job. And it is up to us to resist him, fight against him in the power of God, not in our own, but in the power of God. And when we fight in the power of God, what does it say? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because if God be for me, who can be against me, right? And that's the point. Satan, yes, he is alive and well, but God is greater. So just keep your trust in him and keep believing in him and put all of your heart into him, and he will help you overcome Satan and his forces. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this little recharge. This is just a little Bible study to get you through the week. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share this with somebody, and subscribe to this channel. Be sure to go to our church website. And until we're with you next time for another recharge, this is Pastor Jay wishing you a blessed day. And vaya con Dios, go with God. And we'll see you next time for another recharge. Bye.